we go. Iron farm, storage facility, and I just now noticed. Okay, no, there is 2 blocks on either side. It just looked like there wasn't. Okay. I need to do something about that too. It's just not right. But anyway, I've been doing a little something here. You may recall the iron farm up there, Tango's design. I believe this one is the iron foundry because it works in 1710. And here we've got the storage facility right here. Iron comes out of there. Now there is a filtering mechanism up there to filter out the red flowers. I guess they call them poppies now. They used to be roses, but whatever. Come down here. There's another filtering system that I had put in because somehow some of the flowers were getting past the filter up there. So I put a second one in here that filters them and sends them into lava. Then the iron ingots come down here and get sorted into this array of chests through these hopper chains. And there's another hopper chain under here, right under here, that leads all the way down there to a crafting station. I decided I didn't want to wait down there that much because the iron is flowing at the speed of hoppers, which is painfully slow. But what I've been doing a lot of in recent days is I collect iron here. And let's go ahead and get a full inventory load. And this is what I've been spending a lot of time doing because I have to craft all this stuff. All these ingots have to be crafted into blocks because that side of the storage facility, starting from the crafting station down there and coming this way, is iron block storage. This is ingots, this is blocks. And my eventual goal is to fill both of them. As you can imagine, this is going to take a while. And it has a considerable storage capacity, which I will show you in a moment and give you some numbers, and you can work out the math yourself, exercise in mathematical skills. All right, let's just, oh, that's almost, okay. All right, so anyway, over here we have 4 double chests, and there is 1, 2, 3, 4 hoppers, 5 if you count that one there, that when this row is full, these will all get full. And then it'll do this and so on. There are 50 rows. So 4 double chests, 3 hoppers, 4, 5, 4 double chests and 5 hoppers times 50. Yeah. That's gonna be a lot of iron block. And so what I do, I'll just throw this into the input chest. It will start being sent through the hopper chains into chests here. And when this row is full, it'll come over here and start doing this one and so on. That's a lot of iron block. Yes, sirree. Now, I know that it could easily be argued that nobody needs this much iron. Well, maybe, maybe not. It depends on maybe someday I want to build some huge, humongous thing out of iron block. All right, that'll take a while to sort into the system. But yeah, there we go. Spent a lot of time in here doing that. When I started this time around, I had spent enough time AFK. You notice where the torch is here. That's an indicator that that's the road that I'm working on. When I started this time around, it was there. Yeah. So that's a lot of iron blocks crafted just this session. And there is a huge amount to go. If you do the math on how much iron that side can hold and how much this side can hold, I remember doing that math once before, which is why I'm not doing it now. And basically it comes out to one heck of a lot of iron. So I spent a good amount of time just, start this world up, let it put myself in an AFK position and just let this thing run overnight. That's a thing that I like to do. Start it up, let it run overnight, and just let this iron farm run and work on filling this storage. It's a slow process, but it's working. Okay, now over around here, and sometimes I think maybe I should have a track that comes out of this place and goes over to where I'm headed now, to the Villager Mall. This project over here is kind of on hold because of a buggy situation that doesn't get fixed until some later version, and we have a villager running around. Die, chump. Oh yeah, look at this. This is the reason that I have kind of sort of abandoned this project temporarily. It's not abandoned, actually. It's on hold. Because these Nimrods keep getting loose. They keep glitching out of their containment. And as I have come to find out, that is a glitch that doesn't get fixed until like 1.89 or some kind of thing like that. Of course, another thing that would probably be a good idea is to rig up some way of knowing when all of these things are filled, so that when they're all filled, some kind of switching is triggered to turn off villager delivery from the villager breeder over there. So we got to come up with something for that. You picked the wrong time to glitch out. Yeah. Yeah. It's too bad these guys don't seem to give XP when you kill them. That's peculiar. I thought just about almost everything except baby mobs give you XP when you kill them, but apparently not villagers. They don't even seem to react. Just, oh, let me get back to what I was doing. No, you're going to die. So, this thing is on hold. It's just totally bugged. It's no good. Because villagers that are in here at one point can easily be gone the next time you come around, because there's something about it that's causing them to glitch out. No idea what that is. It's some bug that apparently is fixed in later versions. So, as much as I want to get this place finished up and in use, and especially ready to use when I get to a version where mending books become available, yeah, it's kind of on hold. I don't really have an idea for what to do for a structure around all this mess. Obviously, I don't necessarily want the guts here to be showing. I don't want to build with iron block because I've used so much of it in there in the structure with the redstone. So I'm kind of working on that. And I don't want the outer structure to be stone brick either, because I've used so much of it on the inside. So I have to think of something there. And obviously, of course, it can't be dirt. So, yeah, I'm kind of at a loss for what to do for the structure here. I don't know. I could use maybe a combination of woods or something like that. And oh yeah, this is the layout that I originally had for a villager trading facility, a villager mall as it were. But then I realized how much of a pain in the butt it would be to do and how much better that machine was. Because among other things, that thing can host more villagers than this setup ever was going to be able to. There's one thing that's odd about this area. Now maybe it's got something to do with the fact that this terrain right here was generated all the way back in beta 1.3. These leaves do not decay. And I can't figure why they don't. I took these trees down back when I built this stuff that I'm tearing down now. But the leaves are still hanging there. There's got to be something about the leaves that's changed since beta 1.3. No idea what, but eventually I'll get up there and get rid of all those leaves. But in the meantime, they can hang there. Oh boy. So yeah, that's pretty much. I spent a lot of time trying to figure what to do with this thing. It needs an outer shell, of course. The question is, what sort of an outer shell? And the only thing I've come to a firm, certain conclusion on is that I do not want it to be iron or stone brick or stone slabs. Beyond that, I'm not really sure. I have got zip for ideas, and I can't tell you while waiting, just while having the world loaded so that the iron farm can work. I have spent insane amounts of time staring at this thing from one angle or another, trying to figure out what to do for, an outer shell and some inner works. And oh yeah, apparently the system thinks it's full. Oh, this one was filled, but the guy glitched out. You see? Somehow we've got 2 in that one. All right, let's send him on a trip. Goodbye. Yeah. But anyway, that's what's going on here. What? Oh, great. Now that one's broken, and I'm going to have to figure... Oh, it's probably got to do with all those villagers up there. Oh, boy. Yeah. So this thing is... It's broken for right now. But even broken, though, I could put a building around it. And it needs to have one. And I'm probably going to end up having to move this track in some way to accommodate the building that needs to go here. But building design still eludes me. And it's... I don't know. It should be something straightforward, but I don't know. It just is not clicking. Do I have any resources here? I have some. Okay, let's try something out, because I know I started with wood planks along here. So let's try something with that, just for giggles. All right. And maybe a second row like that. Alright, that's enough for trying it out. But what about out here? Should I don't know. If I were to change it up just for grins, and then have the middle section be the lighter wood. And then the oak along the trading area, and the birch here in the middle. Oh, please. You would do that when I'm not carrying an axe. Yeah, something like this. And then there would be another row, and then over here would be more of the oak. I don't know. Maybe. In any event, let's grab some daylight. I don't know, that might work for a flooring, although it's still kind of bland because there's a huge area here that's going to be just the birch. And I don't know, I'd have to work out, maybe put some kind of pattern in the floor. If not throughout the entire thing, and I think definitely not throughout the whole thing, but like 4 or 5 spots through the length of this where there is some kind of pattern worked into the wider birch section of the floor. I think that would be a good idea. Exactly what that would be, I don't know. And then, of course, there's the matter of the outer shell. If I go with the two-tone wood in here in the middle, and I'm kind of thinking that might be an idea. If I go with this, there's still a lighting issue, and that could be part of the pattern, I suppose. Have some kind of a pattern where there's glowstone or something. Well, it would pretty much have to be glowstone or glowstone lamps in there to keep things lit up enough to prevent anything from spawning in there that doesn't belong. And yeah. But there's the matter of the exterior of the building, the exterior shell. Still not sure what to do with that. Cobblestone is out, iron is out, stone brick is out, plain stone is, well, kind of a little too plain. Still working on the idea. If you have any suggestions, I would love to hear them. Because I'm just kind of not having any ideas right at the moment. Yeah, that's part of what's been holding things up. I'm trying to think of what to do with this. And every idea I come up with is something that I just, the more I think about it, the more no it feels, you know, that kind of thing. It just feels more and more no. Yeah, I gotta do something here too with this thing. I mean, this was a decent temporary structure, but it needs to have some kind of a foundation to it, or, you know, a finalization to it, make it look like something it's supposed to be. Jeez, these little buggers are everywhere. You know what I need to do? I need to get up there and stop delivery over to there, so that instead of being delivered, they will just simply fall off the edge and go splat. I need to take care of that. Well, yeah, how about I do that? I head back to the main base and take the track up there. Well, wait a minute. Just head up here this way. Oh. Yeah, up this way. Get over here to the breeder. And let's just arrange for deliveries to the mall to be put on hold for a while. And instead of being delivered to the mall, they can just practice their high dive. Okay, yeah. A little higher. Okay, if I were to just put something there, and then come around here like so. Oh, great. I didn't bring a bucket of water. But what I need to do is just take this, break that, and break one more. Put dirt there. Break that one. Yeah, okay. And then drop a bucket of water right here. Have a sign over here somewhere to stop the water from flowing all over the place. Yeah. Alright, go like that temporarily. Alright, now break this. Put a sign here. Actually, no, I need a sign there. Oh, heck. That's not going to work. You know what I have to do? Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Water flows 8 blocks, yada, yada, yada. Like so. Now all I have to do is come back up here with a bucket of water right there. And villagers will go off the edge down here and they will go splat instead of being delivered over to the mall and making a mess. So I'm going to do that. I will be right back with a bucket of water. You know, one of these days I need to fix this arrangement too. But at least right now I can fix the villager arrangement. Okay. Alright, let's get these buggers taken care of. Get back up here. Drop a bucket of water right there. And it goes just exactly as far as it needs to. Alright. Villagers will now be delivered there. And this is just simply, alright, fine, I don't care. That's just to prevent them from, oh, that was cloud. That's just to prevent them from escaping the system before they get too far along, before they get far enough along to make sure that they're actually going to go over the edge. There. It's a little kludgy and ugly, but it can, that's okay. It can stay that way until I'm ready to send them out over to the mall. There. You should not be outside of your little cage there. Have a nice fall. All right. Okay. Now when the young little breedlings grow up, they'll go up there, go over there, and off the edge. Splat! And by the way, that can be kind of entertaining itself, to just stand here and watch them go splat. Yeah, well, maybe that is mean of me. I don't care. Anyway, something else that I've been thinking about, and the problem is that's all I've done is think about it. I kind of want to keep this arrangement for as long as that thing exists, which is probably going to be a long time. So there needs to be a way, ideally by switching arrangement back at the station, to switch the track so that when it's unswitched it'll go up there, and then switching it will make it go over here and catch on to this track heading out to the ice castle. I need to work on that. If nothing else, and I figure probably what it's going to mean, oh great, make a mess. What it's probably going to mean is running a second line of cobble or something under this track to carry a redstone signal that will change that. It's probably about the only way to do that, at least that I can think of. Anyway, that's kind of where we're at in this world right now. Iron production is going crazy, villager production is crazy, and they are managing to be all over the place. Oh great, I missed. There. Yeah, one thing that would be cool, and I have to admit I've thought of this a lot, one BuildCraft automatic crafting table, 2 wooden transport pipes, and maybe about a dozen stone transport pipes, and 2 redstone engines from BuildCraft would be that would allow me to make a system that would pull iron ingots out of here, auto-craft them into blocks, and deposit them up there so that they get sent over here. Yeah. I've thought about that so many times, but this world is so old, going back to beta 1.3, and as much as I would love to have the advantage of that, doing something like that would tie the world to whatever version that was pretty much forever. And then of course there's the BuildCraft World Gen that happens after regular World Gen, which means put that in and BuildCraft oil wells start showing up all over the place. Yeah, not a great idea. As much as I'd love to have that functionality. Mojang, get your butts in gear and give us some kind of automatic crafting. Almost any kind of auto crafting capability, so that something like this can have the iron ingots automatically crafted into blocks. Because you have any idea how many times I'm going to have to craft ingots into iron blocks to fill all of this? Yeah, and I do want all of that filled and all of this filled. Yeah, I really do. It's crazy. I don't need that much iron, but there you go. I want it anyway. Anyway, I'm going to try to have another episode sometime reasonably soon, and we'll see if we can't get some more stuff done. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.